Blast occurred near the Husainia mosque, even as security forces were on alert for possible attacks during Ashura. That's the holiest celebration in the Shiite religious calendar. Security officials say at least 2 of the attackers have been killed. Well, for more, let's cross to Bilal Sarwari, who is following the story in Kabul. Hi, Bilal. It sounds like security was on high alert for Ashura, and still this happened.
Exactly. This attack took place despite strict security measures put in place, including the distribution of weapons to Shias in the communities to protect their own mosques and places of worship. The attack took place in my own neighborhood where I live, and had it not been for a police officer named Muhammad who identified the attackers who were posing as shepherds, we would have had a much bigger number of fatalities and casualties. But as I'm speaking to you, we have confirmation now that at least 14 people are confirmed killed, at least 40 are wounded. A 22-year-old female student, Tahmina, is among those killed, and I was speaking to her brother, who said that she wanted a bright future, she wanted education. So it is about the pain of families losing their loved ones. It's just not about numbers. And what we continue to see, that the Afghan government is failing to protect its own people. Remember, last night we had a sticky bomb outside of a Shia mosque, which killed at least 3 people, including 2 counterterrorism officials, and injured 16 others. This week, we also had militants bringing in mortars and rocket-propelled grenades behind Hamid Karzai International Airport, and they managed to fight for almost more than 5 hours, killing at least 5 people, blocking all flights in and out of the Hamid Karzai International Airport on a day when the U.S. Defense Secretary was here, Jim Mattis. So the Taliban, as well as Daesh, remains a potent threat. And the Afghan government just continues to fail to protect the capital and elsewhere in the country.
And Bilal, tell us why these attackers are so determined to hit so many specifically Shia targets.
What Afghanistan does not have is a sectarian problem between Shias and Sunnis. And the country, while has come a long way in the last 17 years since the Taliban were removed, I mean, Afghanistan does come from a very painful past. The memories of the civil war are somehow fresh. So the challenge for the Afghan government, I think, is to prevent these attacks against Shia mosques and Shia neighborhoods. At the moment the Afghan government is failing to do is to come up with a strategy under which they can prevent these attacks. And one counterterrorism official was telling me that God knows how many more sleeper cells we have in Kabul, that these attackers are in the city. They have safe houses, and they continue to target wherever they want. What we have also seen this year is that nowhere in Kabul is safe. The safest of the areas where the foreign and Western embassies are, the presidential palaces, has been attacked. So some people will tell you it's the issue of corruption, other people will tell you it's the issue of incompetence. But what this shows is that both the Afghan government, its Western allies, and the people of Afghanistan, unfortunately, will be expecting a lot of these painful and tragic incidents in which Afghan families lose their breadwinners, their family members. And this sort of attacks also spreads more fear among the 7 million or so residents that live and reside in the capital city in Kabul.